Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconiana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we are going to attempt to clear the flint tube in this Ritepoint view lighter. Read the bottom of there, Ritepoint Company, St. Louis, Missouri, made in USA, patents pending, Miller lighter. Very interesting advertising motif on these lighters as well. The table model, the flint tube was cleared. The pocket model, it was not. Now, this is only going to work in one direction, so you have to know which direction to put it in there. But first, before we get to that, we'll go ahead and back our flint spring screw out of here. There is the flint spring screw. Looks nice and clean. Set that to the side. Now take a 3/32 drill bit, place it in the tube, and you can see that we are short of the file wheel by about the same distance as a flint. So put this in here and twist it by hand. I'm going to hold it over the Pyrex dish here, hoping to catch any debris that we break loose inside there. And you can see flint dust coming out. But it is not coming out very fast. Well, looks like it's made some progress, so we'll keep spinning it by hand here for another minute or two. This is the kind of job that I can't do much of because my hands are in such bad shape. And you can feel the drill bit cutting into the material, but it's hard to tell exactly how far it's going. So rather than sit here and spin our wheels with this thing for too long, clean the end of that bit and grab our power drill, and we're just going to spin it in here and see if we can break it free right quick. And I don't know if you could see the push of the drill bit. But it definitely broke free. See the flint dust in my hand. Flint dust spread across the table over here where I set the drill down. Let me grab some canned air real quick. And I just blew flint dust all over the place. I was not trying to aim that down into that jar, but that's where it went. So get that out of our way. Clean off our surface as best as possible. And find a flint. We're going to need another one for that table lighter before this entire project is done. So slide the flint down the tube, flint spring and screw. Now, as I said, this is only going to cut in one direction. Feels to me like it's sharper on this side than it is here going down. So we're going to groove it in that direction. Tighten our screw on down. And a nice shower of sparks. So we will install that back into the pocket lighter. This is obviously a used lighter, and these are the first Ritepoints that I've had. I believe to fuel this lighter up, we will unscrew this little column here and just pour the fluid right down there in that shaft where the flywheel mechanism fits into. Here is your fuel button. We'll see whether that O-ring is holding up or not. And then of course you get a little bit of a singed wick, and not much room for a wick in there. So we will just see how this lighter is held up after all these years, whether or not we can fuel it, fill it up. The auxiliary tank down here, and then get it to accept fuel in here and seal off like it's supposed to without leaking. And at that point we will be able to fire it up and hopefully have the lighter working, not leaking any petrol fuel, not evaporating any petrol fuel, and we will just see. I have a sneaking suspicion that the table model is going to leak. Looks to me like it might have a crack or two in it. But the pocket model looks a little better. I don't have any experience with this seal system. I know in the Scripto View lighters, those seals leak often. But it's a little bit different setup, so whether or not they are as prone to leaking, we will find out soon. Until next time.